The armor of God, as described in the Bible's epistle to the Ephesians, refers to a set of spiritual defenses granted by God to protect believers from evil forces. This concept is found in Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 to 18. The Apostle Paul, who authored the letter to the Ephesian church, uses the metaphor of a soldier's armor to depict how Christians should prepare themselves spiritually. Paul begins by instructing believers to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. He emphasizes that the struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, authorities, and powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, he advises Christians to put on the full armor of God. The first piece of armor is the belt of truth. In ancient times, a soldier's belt secured the rest of the armor and allowed them to move freely. Similarly, truth holds everything together in a believer's life, enabling them to stand firm. The second piece is the breastplate of righteousness. This guards a soldier's heart and vital organs, and symbolically protects the believer's heart and soul from moral and spiritual corruption. Paul then describes the shoes of peace. Just as solid footwear allows a soldier to stand firm and move steadily, the peace that comes from the gospel gives believers a firm foundation to withstand adversity and conflict. Next, he mentions the shield of faith, which can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Faith acts as a protective barrier against doubt, fear, and temptations. The helmet of salvation is the fifth piece, protecting the head and symbolizing the knowledge and assurance of salvation. It gives the believer confidence and security in their faith. Finally, Paul describes the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Unlike the other pieces, which are defensive, the sword is an offensive weapon, allowing believers to counter attacks and maintain their ground spiritually. In conclusion, Paul urges believers to pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. This ongoing communication with God undergirds and empowers the believer, ensuring that the whole armor remains effective. The message is clear. Through faith and spiritual discipline, Christians can withstand challenges and maintain their integrity in the face of evil. Paul's vivid description serves both as encouragement and a call to action for those pursuing a dedicated life